Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing good. So today we are going to see the atomicity in MySQL in asset principle. So let's get started with today's video. So firstly, we will start with atomicity. So we will be seeing one MySQL demo as well. So first, let's summarize once what is atomicity means. So it means that either all statement inside the transaction succeeds or none of them do. So it's all or nothing. So let's quickly see one demo of this. So let's create a table of accounts in which only ID, name and balance is there. Then we will be inserting two rows, let's say A with 1000, B with 2000 rupees. So now let's start a transaction. Then we will be updating, let's say, balance of ID1. So write the MySQL command update account set balance equals to balance minus 500 where ID equals to 1. Simple update command. Then second also we will be writing, and in that we will be making, let's say, invalid column. Okay, let's say balance, we are just misspell that balances. So now let's open table into another window. So here open accounts. So now let's run this command. So here now you can see there is error in this as invalid column we have passed. So if I'll go and see my table, so you can see there is no change as of now. It's still the same amount that was before the transaction. There is no change because one SQL failed, so there is no change. And why that this is not reflecting? Because transaction is not committed yet, so MySQL will not partially apply the changes. So now let's add rollback. So with rollback, let's say if first update succeeds as well, but MySQL will undo that because one transaction failed. Now let's uncomment start transaction and roll back. So now if I'll press go, so now let's see the table difference. So now you can see A is updated with 500, doesn't even matter the second is failed, second update command, but first command it will run. So that's how atomicity is achieved using transaction, because it treats a series of operation as a single individual unit. So any part of a transaction fails, the entire transaction is rolled back. So there is no partial changes are saved, database is returned to its original state. So second example that you can try is like creating a product table with the name and stock count of that. Then second table you create a orders table with the product ID and quantity. So insert in a product, multiple products you can insert. I've given one example. So then you start a transaction. Inside that, write insert into order, that you will be creating a new order with the product ID you write and quantity. Then update the products and you change the column name, let's say stock minus 2 where ID equals to 1. So this will be also same, that if product will be successful, that is inserted, but update product failed, it should not be like that. Now order is placed, that but product quantity is not reduced, that is same, so that is an issue. So if we will keep this in transaction, then order will not be placed and product quantity also will not be changed. So that is the maintain, like atomicity, how this is maintained. So try this example, it's a very good hands-on experience. So how this completely works, so you can see 5 major concept. It's just that it takes group of multiple operations into one logical unit. Then transaction is either fully committed or all changes are reverted. Prevent like partial updates. If any failure is there, then it will prevent the database from being left in an inconsistent state. So if any failure, then it will automatically roll back. And if every transaction is successful, then it will commit in the database permanently. So that's all in this video. I tried to explain atomicity in a very basic. I hope it's easy to understand. If you still have any doubt, then comment down in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And in my next video, we will see consistency.